there's also a question from Anthony, more general, but quite interesting, I believe. He says, would you agree that writing a book and explaining the subject is a great way to deepen your personal knowledge on the subject? In other words, you start writing about it and suddenly you realize what you know and what you don't know. You do more research, you get things more organized. Or as he says, would you recommend other members to try writing a book?
Yeah. Where I have read a quote, if you want to master, you have to write. If you want to master anything, you have to write. So for mastering anything, you have to write. And actually my purpose, in other cases, I have seen that most people write because they want to master, they want to keep records. But for my case, actually, objective was to record things, what I have learned, and giving the things to other people so that they can use them for learning purposes. That was my objective. Actually, I did not want to keep what I have learned to myself only. I wanted to give it to others also. And in this forum, I can boldly say that I'm not actually master of these things. But actually, I have, when I was writing this book, then I was talking to experts. When I was writing this book, when I was thinking that I'm going to decipher this particular coin. So when I was using the book of the Stan Goran and Goenka, I could not actually locate where this part is written. So I have to decipher. When I'm still trying to decipher, I'm going to illustrate the thing. So I must know that where is this part written on this particular coin. So I consulted with the experts. There are many experts here in Bangladesh and India. I consulted with the experts. With the help of them, I finally come to know that, okay, these coins, on this particular coin, this particular inscription has been inscribed this way. So now I have been able to decipher the coin this way. So when I have done this, it is done, it is written, it is documented. Now I have printed. Now these prints have been in numbers. So now from 1 to it is 500. So 500 person can now know that how this.
Meanwhile, we're running out of time a little bit. So I have one last question from Amit, who says that he has come across a lot of Bengal Sultan coins that have cancellation marks, and it is in fact more difficult to find coins without cancellation marks than coins with cancellation marks. I hope I got that right. Yeah. He is asking, what is the reason for this situation? Because normally it's the other way around.
Yeah. This is another issue of research, another topic of research. There have been two kinds of things. One is shop marks, bankers marks. These are not cancellation marks. There are some cancellation marks, clearly cancellation marks. Cancellation marks, cancelling the whole coin actually, especially on the reverse. That is actually done on the reverse. But actually, though it has been cancelled, nobody can say that it is cancelled until and unless that has been withdrawn. But those coins have been found in hoards, even with the cancellation marks. So I don't think that the objective of these cancellation marks were to cancel the coin itself as a money, but to cancel the inscriptions. Maybe it is making the inscriptions blurred or cancel the inscriptions unreadable, making it unreadable to the readers so that only the metal value remains and that metal value can keep it as a coin. So I don't think that these cancellation marks are for cancelling the coin itself as a money, but for cancelling the rulers, previous rulers.
Interesting.
I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. Thank you.
Right. Well, that is a perfectly good way to end this first part of the conference. There are still things to be researched. We can still go further. That is encouraging, of course. It's also a challenge. We have heard from four different people on four different areas on two different continents. And I think that our mission of inclusiveness has succeeded. At least I'm looking at your faces now, and I see only satisfied faces. But that may be my interpretation. I would like to thank all the speakers.
Yeah, that is
Well,
the
we're
challenge
looking
that I
forward to the second edition, where the small errors are corrected and the whole thing is expanded.